Take two. Welcome back to our channel, 3 Degrees of Shade. My name is Brianna.
I'm always Cash.
I'm always Shay.
And we are
Unapologetically uncensored.
So today we're going to talk about why we think the expectation of marriage is so important. Because so high, but important is high. Like important is like a high, right? Whatever.
Why is the expectation so high, and why is marriage so important?
Right. So why is marriage so important? Because every week we talk about, well, if I was in a relationship, that don't matter because it's not marriage. Or why is this? Because it's not marriage. And marriage. So why is marriage important?
Who are you today?
I don't even know.
Figure it out.
I believe marriage has high
today?
expectation based on tradition or religion or your background or how you were raised. Like if you have a religious background, there's a lot of religions that would like you
To be married.
to sort out after seek marriage once you get of that age.
So
Some religions, sorry, before you go, some religions also prepare like who you're gonna marry to, or some traditions that's to say prepare who you're gonna get married to. So
How y'all feel about that? What is it called? Prearranged?
no,
Prearranged.
it's not called that.
It's called something,
it's
right?
called all of my mom's Indian friends, they have it.
What is it
It's
called?
prearranged is a good way though.
It's like a thing. It's
It is.
I know it does have a name though, but
arranged marriages? I think
Yes,
it's called
it is.
arranged marriages.
yeah, arranged marriages.
Yeah.
So how y'all feel about arranged marriages?
I feel like that would be the easiest thing a person could do to me because
Really?
you already know who you're gonna be with, and I don't got time.
So
No.
sometimes you don't even know of this person until your later years. Usually, maybe you may be informed by like your teenage years. So you would.
No, they kind of know when they're young, like kids, like that. He's Prince of Ashibala. Yeah,
That's
he's
gonna
gonna
be-
be a husband one day.
And what if you go against all that person's characteristics or their behaviors?
I said it'll be easier. I don't know if I would like the person,
Okay,
but
my
it
bad.
would be easier. Because you know how much dating you got to do to actually find that person.
So you think if your mom picked your boyfriend, it would be good for you to be like, all right, I can take him.
Not my mom, maybe my dad. Maybe my dad picked a guy. I feel like that would hold more value because your father wouldn't want somebody to treat you like crap. Whereas your mom be like, oh, he handsome, he got money, go with him.
So your dad is choosing the guy for you in your case.
Yeah. Because your father would know. Your father would know, like, can he protect and provide for my daughter the way I would?
So you think those are the only things that's important?
What?
Just the protecting and providing for her.
Yep. Because what else is there to do?
Okay.
So if your father picks the guy and he checks all the boxes for your father, then you're okay with whatever your father chooses.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my father's choices is definitely not going to be my choice. My father is going to pick somebody. I feel not that he would pick somebody I don't like, but that's decision's not for my parents.
What? I feel like my father, your father is not going to want you to have any Sakatu man.
But you gotta like him.
That's what I'm saying.
But you could grow to love someone.
But you can grow to hate them.
Yeah.
But now you're stuck with them because you're married to them.
You're not stuck. Even in marriage, you could get divorced.
That's true.
So.
But divorce is looked at as being worse instead of
That's
just
what I'm
screening
saying.
the
And
person before
and
marrying
then
them.
that's just like a.
But anyway, you don't look into marriage to get divorced. You don't go into like, if it works out. Like, you don't go into marriage like that. So you wouldn't.
You don't think so?
No.
No, you don't.
I would not go.
No, I'm not saying you, but I feel like. I mean, all right.
If you have that mindset going into marriage thinking of divorce or already thinking of what bad can happen, then
it doesn't make sense.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
So then, what do you guys think about when people want to have prenups? Because prenup is essentially preparing for if you ever get divorced. So
prenups. Go, Bree.
I just feel like if you got it and you trying to protect your assets, then
You're on the right path.
I just want, if you want to protect your assets, go ahead and do it. Just because you never know.
Right.
Because when you are in January, you might not necessarily be in August.
That's true.
So I feel like that's you just protecting your assets. If that person is truly for you, then it will never be used. But it's just a just in case thing. but also people see it as,
but that's still preparation. That's still preparing for anything.
I feel like it's a
it's smart to protect yourself, but I'm saying that's still.
I think Bree hit it right on the note. I think it's just a protection of your assets or acquisitions that you've probably made pre-marriage. That if anything was to happen, you're not thinking about if anything was to happen, but you want to make sure that these things are protected and are going to leave with me when if this was to dissolve.
Right.
Just like I feel like it's like if you have jewelry and you get it a warranty on it. It's like you don't plan on losing your jewelry. Like I'm gonna throw this,
or
but
insurance.
Insurance. So you would be like, you know what? Let me just put the protection on it just in case. Or if you get a laptop, I'm like, let's get that warranty just in case. But you don't go in thinking, I'm gonna throw my laptop in the water.
Right.
Like I just kind of like that.
Yeah, I think people should be more open. If that is presented to you, that you should be open-minded to, and don't think of it.
Would you sign one?
I would actually present one.
Would you sign one? Was the question.
Yeah, I would sign one. Yes.
That's cool. Yeah.
Good question. I like how you put it on me. Yeah, I would sign one.
I would sign one.
But I also present one too as well.
Okay.
I'm definitely happy on the presenting one.
Me?
No, Bree.
Yeah.
And present one.
I'm definitely presenting one. Because I've come to the point where I've realized some guys, not all, might be looking like, oh, I like her independent style. I like that she got this. I can relax. And you're not going to relax because closed mouths don't get fed. So, I will definitely present a prenup to make sure that anything happens because my mouth is slick, that I'm covered.
Okay.
But the overall question is, why is it so high expected? Marriage is held in high esteem. I think it's the religion base of marriage. I'm not really sure if marriage is religious, but I'm pretty sure we've all noticed that it's like under God. I don't know how to explain it.
Yes, it's a religious and a traditional practice, but it's not it's not religious. Whereas if you do get married, it's like a credit for you to go to heaven, or if you don't get married, it's a discredit that you're not going to heaven. So it's not a religious where you have to get married. That's one of the requirements to get to heaven. But I guess religion, there's some form of what was I going to say? I forgot the word I was going to use.
Do y'all think the expectation or the pressure is geared more towards women to get married?
Actually, I don't.
No?
I feel like the pressure is more on the guy, because it's like, come on, you're supposed to be the head of the household. You got to provide. You got to make a family. You got to do it. So it's more pressure on them. Whereas the girl, I don't think we're prepared as much as the guy for marriage.
In what way?
Yeah,
okay, so with the guys, like, okay, this is what you have to do. You got to make sure you pay all the bills. You got to make sure. It's like a structure laid out. With the girls, kind of like, yeah, you just got to subject to your husband, or make sure your husband's happy, or make sure. That's not really a guideline. Like,
that's not my experience. I feel like it's the complete opposite. I feel like it's more people who be on women, like, especially getting married by a certain age, and then you got to make sure you have kids, and then you got to make sure you take care of your house, and make sure you know how to cook and clean, all that stuff. But guys that I've noticed, they're kind of just like, well, you live your life until you're ready.
That's like a mama's son.
Mama's boy?
Mama's boy.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but I've noticed more so that, and even in church, I've noticed that the women get more prepared than the guys do.
Really?
The guys kind of just hide under the radar, while the women kind of get.
Yeah.
That's why I said my experience is different than, because I don't see men being trained at all.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I see them getting prepared.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, girls get prepared. I'm saying, but I want a manual, which is no.
Step one, step two.
So I want step one, step two, because I want to know, like, all right, yes, cook and clean. When that's done and this problem arises, how do I do? What do I do? How do I fix this? How do I go about making sure, this thing works? Because kind of like, if you don't do something, it's like, oh, it's your fault why he not with you, or it's your fault why he left, or you should have did this. And it's always like on the women.
But that's what I mean. Even I feel like the pressure is on the women for that, and to keep it together, because it's like anything that a man does, people finding a way to make it the woman's fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cheat, but because you didn't keep him satisfied, it's your fault. And it's like, why the hell is it always the woman's fault? It's like, no matter what this man did, somehow it's coming back.
But that's
to
why I
some
said
way.
I feel like we're not properly equipped, because if it's always gonna come back on us, we have to have a way to counteract that to make sure that it's not us, or we're not being blamed for certain situations.
But you said you need a manual. I mean, I think the manual is experience based on usually others. You watch how other people in their marriage are, and also in your relationships, and also when you're approaching that, you're supposed to something basic as treat the person how you would want to be treated. I mean, I think both parties were going into that, because the marriage, like, it's like, I see how when people say they get married, is that you don't like when you were your boyfriend and girlfriend, and then you became engaged, and then you get married. I mean, you should just keep the relationship the way it was. Don't like think that, okay, we engaged yesterday, now today we're married, now we're supposed to be doing something totally different. Like, you just, if the relationship was going good and you wanted to keep getting better, you just keep working on it and keep doing the things that you were doing. Don't think now that you have marriage is some big expectation, because that's when you lose sight of who you are in a relationship with the person that you're in, because you're trying to uphold this, I'm a husband now, instead of just being the person that she wants me to be, and she's
partner.
Yeah, exactly.
I just feel like when I get it, but I feel like we just need a little bit more structure. I feel like you can't, because every relationship is different. Like you said, there are other marriages and see, but every marriage is different. Everybody, like we talked about non-negotiables in our last episode, like everybody has a different, what I won't stand for, what I will allow, blah, blah, blah. So everything is different. So I guess there can't be a manual, but I feel like there still needs to be okay, so when this occurs, because I feel like every couple goes through a rough patch. It may not be the same issues, but they can be the same solution. So it can at least be like, if this set of things happen, these are the solutions for them. Like, match them up, you know? I feel like that would be so much easier, and the pressure of marriage wouldn't be as high, because it would be like, you know what, like you said, we're just continuing where we were, just now it's the title.
Exactly.
I feel like society has lowered the expectation of marriage, because I feel like more and more people are having that idea of the bond is better than the title type of, they have that mindset now, and I don't know, I think it kind of went down some.
I believe so.
Well, depending on age, maybe.
No, but then that brings it back to religion, because that's society. But in religion, it's still held up like
that's true.
Yeah,
you know.
And now it's a battle between what society
and religion.
Yeah.
And then,
yeah, I believe that society, that they have it like they rather cherish the bond than the marriage, because the title, the marriage, which is a title, brings expectations, and people are not trying to live up to those expectations based on outside views. They just want to be comfortable with the person that they cherish their time with. And, you know,
I believe that.
Because that marriage, now people are more in your business, because every comment, oh, you're married.
Yeah.
That's your husband. That's your wife. I'm like, yo, this is still my friend. My formal relationship is friendship.
Yes.
So I'm trying to treat this person as my friend, no matter what kind of relationship we're doing.
So how do y'all feel about marriage? Like, do y'all have that high expectation, or?
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
I don't really have that high expectation, because I realize that it's not like what Cash was saying. The pressure and expectations, it kind of messes up what you look forward to. Not really the relationship, but what you look forward to. Because people see things on Instagram, the wedding pictures, or this vacation, or what, and then they look like, all right, when I'm married, I better travel around the world. You better do that. And it's just like, you wasn't traveling. We was in Jamaica Avenue last week. You better humble yourself. Like, what are you talking about? So it does put a lot of pressure and a lot of things. And then a lot of people expect things of you, because as soon as you get married, as soon as you get engaged, it's when is the wedding. And then after you get engaged, so when's the baby? Oh, so you're only going to have one? That's selfish. And it's like so many other things that I'm
all those put the burden on the relationship with you, because now
you looking at him like, so what's up? What we waiting for? He looking at you like, girl, I ain't ready, or that, and it's too much.
And that's all outside interference disrupting your inside relationship.
How do you look at marriage? Do you have that high expectation for
it's
it? It's
pressure. There's obviously this outside pressure, but I don't have high expectation for marriage. It's just like, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's like the bond, the relationship.
See, I feel like you're looking into it like, you said if it happens, it happens. We just like said that. Like, I don't want to go into marriage saying like, you know, if it works out. Like, I don't want that.
Not into the if it works out. I'm talking about if it leads to marriage. Like, if the bond stays and there's no marriage, I'm still if we're both. Let's go ahead.
So, okay.
Go ahead.
So,
I felt a little hot.
It got a little hot in here.
So, you can...
Hold on. Make sure you like, subscribe,
comment
on these views that we're discussing. These are just our views.
All right,
These are not views that we're trying to push on you.
Back at me. So you can be in a relationship with somebody. Y'all have a great bond. Be together for 6 years, and you wouldn't propose because if it's going good right now, you feel like marriage would strain that, or like in that situation, you as a man, what would have to happen for you to say I want to propose to her?
We would,
you know what
have
I mean?
some form of indirect or direct conversation about going there, because I could feel like I want to propose to her and then she's not ready, or she maybe feel like she's ready to be proposed to and I'm not ready. So there might, because like again, it's the relationship. The relationship is still going to carry on. So you're right. It could be a length of time that goes past without a proposal being done. But if both parties are happy,
okay with it.
What we fighting them or what are we doing?
But there's always gonna be like, so when you gonna marry her? When he gonna propose, girl? And then like society always has like that one friend that's like, she just has it all together, and it's just like,
or seem like
it, the Instagram life, seem like she got it together, and then you're like, damn, I'm so far behind, and that kind of does put a damper on you and your mood. But so we all agree that this is kind of like a religious thing. So what is your religion?
Christian.
Yours?
Yeah, Christian non-denominational.
Same. Christian non-denominational. What, you're like Baptist?
Pentecostal.
Oh,
we
wear long skirts.
They wear long skirts.
They wear long skirts.
Not I.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shouting.
So falling out.
What is shouting? Because I hear that a lot.
Y'all don't do that at y'all church. I've been to y'all different.
What's shouting?
Shouting is shouting.
So the what other practices are
what do you mean?
in your religion?
Like, yeah.
What do you mean?
Exactly. Practice. Like, is there laying of hands, praying is laying of hands with oil? And I know we discussed this, but like baptism, you said is like rare.
Yeah. I was talking to my my mother, and she said that they do it, but because of the current conditions of the church, they haven't done it. But they used to do it all the time when they had a pool in the church. But now, because most of the churches don't have their own pool, that's why they don't do it anymore.
So I have a question.
Sure.
God forbid someone dies and they ain't come around to fixing the pool and they get baptized.
Listen, that's not on me.
What happens? Like, that's what I want to know.
I don't know.
Like, what do you say at the funeral? Like, sorry, the renovations didn't work out, and he probably didn't.
Because the practices at the church that I'm at, we one of the first things that we tell souls that come, that want to be members to get baptized, because that's
entry into heaven.
Right. Entry into heaven.
You don't believe that?
Yeah.
Well, not you, but like,
yeah,
they
it's
don't
just
practice that?
No.
Yeah.
It could be my own ignorance. I could just be zoning out.
Do you not go to service?
Not in my church. I haven't been lately. I told you I started going to a new one.
Wait, this is like...
Does this new church do baptism?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. What church? Oh, we're not gonna.
We'll tell you that.
Right. But wow, is it closer to home or?
It is.
It's closer to home.
It's right
so I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. It's better than having to travel. Regardless, I can't leave. Like, I feel like even if I live in New Jersey, I would still drive to come to church. Like, I'm not gonna go to church that's closer because.
But it's not. I don't go there because it's convenient. I go there because I want to grow spiritually. So I feel like I can't continue to go somewhere where I'm not growing. So I go there now so that I can grow and do what's necessary. So to
build a relationship. Yeah, you want. Yeah, if you're going to church and then practicing that religion, you must go to. It doesn't matter distance.
I feel like you gotta. I always say you gotta treat yourself like a plant. You have to take care of yourself. You gotta water yourself. You have to nurture yourself. So I feel like if leaving is the best thing for me, then I'm gonna do that.
You gotta come to at least one revival with us.
Right?
You do your shouting thing. But you gotta do the shouting thing. We gotta see what's up.
Yeah.
Michael be on the bass.
You play bass?
Yeah.
Check you out. I played bass for like 2 weeks.
You can continue.
Wow. I can teach you.
Right.
Yeah, I can teach you.
I have a purple one. I still got it.
I have a burgundy, a cherry.
That's what's up.
That's so weird. Like, it's so crazy how like religion is so broad, but it's supposed to be just
the same
one
right?
God.
Yeah.
So what do y'all feel about other?
Y'all have
other
doctrine,
religions?
right? It's
Yeah.
called y'all doctrine. Like, I know some is doctrine, some is decree, yada yada yada. I think people, I guess, interpret things different. That's always what I thought because, like you said, we all believe in the same God, but obviously our churches are kind of different. So maybe I don't know.
That means we wouldn't believe in the same God because you would have practiced the same way we practice if we all were serving the one God because he only follows one way.
Yeah, he only follows one way.
So if we are doing different things, that's something confusion, and he's not the author of confusion. So I feel like that would kind of be incorrect.
But isn't each denomination different?
Yeah,
in a way,
but it's not supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying on what it is.
Like, on what it is, yeah. On what it is, you're talking about, yeah. On what it is, on what it is, yeah. Many people have different teachings, doctrines, decrees, and many different gods. But like Bruce said, I mean, what the religion that we practice, the Christianity that we walk, is only one God with one form of doctrine, and it's leading you to the righteousness of God, and to make sure that you have a pure relationship with God. So, but yeah, but like, they have different things. Like some don't get baptized, some go by the Old Testament version, some go by the New Testament version, some go by Mary, like the Catholics.
So aren't Amish Christian? Y'all know about Amish people?
I do know about Amish
Aren't they
people.
Christian?
They are some form of
I think so.
Of
something
religious, but I don't know if they're Christian because
I think they are.
I think, did you go? We went to an Amish town to watch Sight and Sound. Did you go?
I did go. Yeah, I did go.
Okay, and
yeah.
There was like no light at certain times
because they don't have electricity.
Right,
Yeah,
but their food was like
their practices
bomb.
are different.
They grow everything.
Yeah.
I used to, when I first went to college, I lived like not near the Amish people, but you would see them go by in their horses and stuff. Like they would sell they freshly grown whatever in the market, but I thought they were Christian.
I think
I heard they were
like,
the really old, like old.
Yeah, they're like on Old Testament vibes.
Yeah. I feel like their beliefs are way different. Like if you drive a car, like it's man-made. It's so weird. I don't really know. I don't want to speak on it.
I watched this situation. I'm gonna send it to y'all. I watched this thing, and it was a documentary on Amish people, and they feel like they have to be separated from the world, so they don't like to use anything of the world. So cars, like you said, is man-made, and it's man-made, so that's why they don't use it.
And that, like you said, they live off the land. Yeah, this is.
They build everything. They build all their houses. They grow all their food. Would y'all live that life?
If I grew up that way, then
it would be.
But me transitioning,
I'm not going
it's
back
impossible.
to that.
That wouldn't even work.
Cause you probably can't even get this orange hair out there.
You can't. You gotta cover your hair.
Or cut it off.
Never in my life.
Yeah, it's insane.
But so we want to hear your views on marriage, religion, the expectations that they both hold. You can like, comment, subscribe. You can share this video and get your friends' opinions on it. We want to hear everything. We want to know how you feel. And that's our segment for today. My name is Brianna.
I'm Cash.
I'm Shay.
And we are
Unapologetically Uncensored.
Peace.